Pat Pepin, the Maine-based blues artist. Pat, come on up. Lee, you're on the bubble.
I'm familiar with microphones, so I'm good with this. Okay. Monday, 3 days ago, I sold my house that I've lived in for 25 years, and I moved into locker number 62 at work. Yes. Now, you're probably wondering why I would sell this beautiful 3-bedroom house with 2 bathrooms and this beautiful acreage out in Reedfield, Maine, gorgeous. Well, it all has to do with responsibility. I am the oldest of 5 children, born in the 50s, grew up in the 60s. My mother had all these kids, and I've always had to be responsible. This was pre-television and all the things. We had to do chores. At 7 years old, I remember having a step stool so that I could reach the sink, because my sister and I would have to do the dishes. As my mother kept having more babies, I would become a surrogate mother. So by the time I was 10, I was changing diapers and making meals and being a parent and being responsible. When I get into high school, I got my own job. I didn't mention that we didn't have running water or anything when I was growing up, so that made it extra hard to do because there was that added responsibility of having to take a milk can down to the river and fill it with water so that you could wash in front of the sink in a pan. But it made me really, really strong and responsible. In high school, I worked at the egg factory in Turner and went to school full time, staying responsible. During that time, I struggled with my responsibility. So I started trying to do irresponsible things like drinking and smoking pot and all that stuff that, seems to be okay now for everybody, but it wasn't then. So, but, it wasn't as strong as the stuff they have now. But anyways, so, and then I graduated from high school. I was playing in a rock band. Music was always my thing that really made me feel, like alive and real, and that was my thing. That was my passion, even when I wasn't supported by my family and things like that. But I had it, and I've always that's all I've ever wanted to do. And so being responsible, I graduated from high school. I started working at the mill here, met a man, had a ceremony, had a couple of kids, more responsibilities. Got rid of the man, kept the kids. He got the dog. And then I just was thinking, what am I going to do with my life? Now, I hadn't been playing music for a while since high school. I was a bass player in high school. I was a rockin' chick. I had a motorcycle and a bass guitar, in the 70s. It didn't happen that way for girls. But so, I was dating a sax player, and I just kind of said, yeah, maybe I could do that. And so I happened to inherit a saxophone and picked it up and started playing it. And 3 months later, I enrolled at UMA and earned a bachelor's degree in music. Single, 2 kids, going to school full time, working, gigging. And then at the end, when I was almost a senior in college, said, I really need to have a house, because that's what you're supposed to do. You've got kids, you need to have a stable, secure place for them, even though I was out playing music and drinking every weekend. But so I built a house. So I had a house and 2 kids, and school and senior projects and working and cars and mortgage and all that really responsible stuff. And a music career, responsible. And I finally got, it's been a while now. My kids are grown. I've got 4 grandkids. I'm still rocking out. I'm really into the blues. For 10 years, I've been doing little travels, kind of mini gypsy tours where I just get in my car. All my friends think I'm nuts, so they just go, aren't you afraid? And I go, well, not until you ask me. It's nothing to be. I've always been responsible. And so now I'm at a point in my life where I want to embrace non-responsibility. I'm ready to let go of all that responsibility. I've never experienced not having to be somebody's sister, mother, daughter, parent, grandparent, house parent, all those things. And right now I'm scared to death because this just happened this week. now I am embracing my non-responsibility. So I sold the house. I gave everything away. Everything I own is in the back of my van, literally. I worked down the street. I took my bag and some cans of Progresso soup because I don't have a kitchen, so I put them in my locker along with my stuff, and I said, I'm going to be non-responsible. And what I'm going to do is I've got 2 more weeks of work, and then I'm just going to go be a gypsy. And I have friends all over the world, and they're all saying, come and visit me. And I'm going to go, yes, because life is too short, and I'm not ready to sit and watch NASCAR every weekend. You know, I need to live, and I hope that all of you do the same thing. Thank you.